Hi Cancer, thank you for joining me. This is going to be your weekly reading for the week starting May 11th, 2016. Highest, greatest good of everybody involved. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, whatever filter you wish. However you interpret what I pull energetically and story-wise into your own story, into your own life, into your own spiritual, psychic dial tuning station to a frequency and or channel that matches yours, that grooves with yours, that makes your soul sing and you want to dance to. So this is to help us all, Cancer. So let's see what we have. This is the Thoth deck. I'm gonna try to pull one card from 3 different decks and then an oracle card and see what we get. So let's start with the Thoth. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, whatever filter you want. Maybe you're into a Cancer, you're chilling with a Cancer. Cancer is confusing you, making you curious. It's all good. It's all for us all to know so that there is more clarification and love in the now. More clarity in the now to help us all out. So, one card to begin with for Cancer, to bring a little clarity to the basic energy that Cancer is going through. So what is Spirit God? Everybody's guardian angels, spirit guides, higher self, whatever resonates with you to drive your soul to be better, step by step. Cancer. Messages of love. Lust. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, Cancer. Oh my. Cancer, I'm telling you right now, I can do hours on just this card alone. I mean, this is strength. Here we go. Thank you for joining me, Cancer. You ready to talk about a little lust in your life? All right, this is lust. This is taming lust. This is controlling the clit, so to say. All right, so that was a little knee-jerk. So I'm very comfortable with expressing and talking about sexuality. You know, this came from working around drunk people for 20 years, being the sober person, looking at them, dealing with them, handling them, and people that are normally not so expressive in their stories, their situations, you know, good and bad, celebration and sorrow, everything in between. I have seen it all, and then some, and then some, and then some, and dealt with it all and had to deal with it in the moment. So there's a part of that, of whatever I said, that's important for you, Cancer. The first thing I see when I see this is the clit. Here. It's like she's underground, and there's this explosion, but it's a feminine orgasmic implosion, more than I see it as an because look, it's an implosion. Look, it's this sensitive, you could see it as the tip of a penis if you want to look at this, but this is called lust. We're not going to ignore this, okay? We're going to look at this. So this is not the strength card in other decks that you received, Cancer. You actually got lust. So we're going to look at why you got this in this particular deck. You know, there's all these heads on this ferocious, muscly lion. There's people underneath, like praying, sleeping, dreaming. There's these like explosions of energy underground going on, these bursts, right? These stars that you see. And then there's this, what is the part that's green? The creative, this creative healing energy in the green. And there's blue. It's like blue-green, like the ocean. It's emotion. There is an emotion that is attracted by this lust. So, all right, if this is an orgasm, right? And this is actual lust, and she is taming this, whether this is her own orgasm or somebody else's. This is an orgasm of, this is an explosion. This is an energetic implosion if you're looking at it in the feminine perspective, right? So when you see, all right, when I see this card here, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 snakes in the sky, in this purple skyline, all attracted to this burst of sunshine, right? That's coming around this, it looks like a clit, you know, it looks so much like it. Just look at that. I wish you could see how clear this card is. And all these snakes are attracted to each of these little points here. It's like bursts, like fireworks. But if you look, they're all going in, right? They're all going in. They're all coming into a center point. When there is a female orgasm, it is more like an implosion. There has to be a complete release in your energy, in your acceptance, in your, you can't be tense, you can't like try to control, you have to completely open in order for that to happen. And when that opening comes, the orgasm is inside. It's inside. I mean, there is also a masculine side to the feminine orgasm, and there is a release as well. It is both. You know, I am not a man, so I cannot speak for a man. But generally, a man is the explosion. I am sure that there is a way that a man can also feel the implosionness of an orgasmic situation. This doesn't have to be sex necessarily. So this can just be, it's the taming of something that is so super sensitive that it calls for extreme delicacy in its touch, in its being in the moment, in its both intent towards its receptivity and its penetration. Okay, so there's a deep, deep what's the word I'm looking for? There's a deep need for I want to say like respect, but intent for the taming to be pure, for the good of both parties, for the pureness of heart. Do not look at the taming as a power struggle or as control over. It needs to be delicate on the one end and received on the other end. There needs to be a union in the, it's not like the lovers where there needs to be like a shake on it, right? It's like a hidden taming. It's a learning between two energies how to make them work. It's that actual exchange, not the exchange. It's the actual penetration of the two energies coming together and working together, hopefully in a union that is for the best good of both, or you and yourself in love, whatever it is for you. I told you I could get sidetracked on that. Right. I'm going to balance that out with pulling an angel card. Cancer. Let's pull an angel card. This is from the Archangel Power Archangel Tarot cards by Raleigh Valentine and Doreen Virtue. So let's see. Since we've hit the base chakra, animalistic, primal part of us there with that lust card, which is, it has to be, you do have to look at it with a spiritual veil, a set of eyes that is through your soul and is through spirit and not just lust, right? That's just so primal and so, I guess, necessary, but how can you look at that situation, that taming, that primal survival, needing to get your seeds right? Energy, and have it tamed with the spirituality and the pure of heart, intent, and divine love behind it, and have that be a balance. That's a big scale. That is totally ultraviolet slash infrared, right? Spectrum. Even beyond what you can see. We're going spiritual, not just our viewpoint of what it is. That goes beyond the spectrum of energy when you throw lust in there. So how can you make lust spiritual? Big question for you, Cancers. All right, one card, Cancer. Clarification for lust. Angels. Ace of Gabriel. A gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing. And a sense of wonder. She's like in this gorgeous bronze flowing, like it's like metallic and silk at the same time gown, and yet she could fly like a golden eagle. She's like dancing around with this trumpet, like making her own music. Maybe you need to make some music, Cancer. Take your shoes off and dance in the grass. Like, I mean, I think of literally The Sound of Music when I look at that card, but like modern, sexy, night out kind of sounding your own trumpet, making your own kind of videos, not even relying on production, just going there and making that video for yourself kind of energy with this. Maybe you need to go somewhere awesome in a field like this where you feel free, like you can fly. I mentioned videos. Maybe there's Cancers out there that make videos. Maybe you need to incorporate music, incorporate freedom of expression of who you are, incorporate the river of your, I feel like this is a river of your life. Maybe you need to jump in your river, go for a swim, make a video of it and show people, you know, dance around. The sky is clearing. This is Ace. It's a new beginning. I'm going to pull you another card. I have Oracle, an Oracle card here. All right, one card for Cancer. Community. I immediately went to another scene in The Sound of Music where they were all my favorite things. You know, there's such an abundance of beautiful things, and these girls are all hot. They're all so beautiful. Whether it's like a group of dudes that go out together and they're like, they look like they're in a boy band together and they look so cute, like in their plaid or something. And then you get like these amazing, beautiful groups of women, you know, that I've seen since I think I mentioned Bar before. And, you know, they all have like a uniqueness and a gift, and they all form a beautiful, like energetic makeup of laughter. I love when I get a beautiful, gorgeous group of women in my bar. First of all, they just make everybody feel good and be happy and want to come in. And it's just nice to have a diverse energy there, you know? People always like to have pretty girls at a party. They just make it interesting. It's just the way it is, or just the way I've seen it work and how many years I've done this. You know, especially if they're pretty girls that are all confident with each other, with their own beauty, and help each other. Like one's playing music, one has flowers in her hair, one's doing a pose. Like they all like each other. Embrace those that might have things that are like you, even if they're just as pretty, Cancer. Maybe you need to be seen together with other people who are abundantly beautiful like you. Maybe, you know, you feel like you're the weird one with people that aren't. Maybe you just need to accept people how they are and how they're special, and just love your community. I'm going to pull one more card. This is the Voyager, and I only have a little bit of time. So Cancer, clarification on the community. Five of Wands, oppression. I just see blocks here, Cancer. So maybe you haven't gone out in a while. You need to like unblock yourself, take off your chains, see the signs in the birds, get out of your net. Nothing is really blocking you. This is like a block of spirit. So go out, tame your passions, forgive yourself, have fun with your friends, release love. Mwah.